Kind of had this radical idea. I want to see how far I could push marketing. What do I need to do? Do I need to redesign the office and make it look super welcoming and luxurious? And I just thought about all these things. How do I really differentiate my practices in the market that we're in, which is Southeast Michigan? What I did is I convinced my partners, who are very reluctant, to give me a lot more money to do this. Basically, we just took a much larger percentage of our collections and started allocating it to marketing. So then I had another kind of question, which was, I started interviewing all these other agencies, very large ones, guys that run Google Ads out of their mom's basement, every kind of marketing archetype you could think of, we worked with. But I immediately noticed a really big problem. I think my ignorance of the industry kind of helped, because I was just thinking my definition of success is I want a high volume of quality new patients. These are the insurances that I accept. These are the type of patients that I want. I'll give you a shot to do it, but you cannot veer from this definition of success. And instead what I got was kind of all of these very fancy reports that showed me things like impressions and clicks and conversions and leads. And I was like, what the hell is a conversion? We got you 10 billion conversions this month. Didn't we do a great job? We got you all these calls. And I was like, even a call is a quantitative metric. It's not a qualitative metric, right? You could get a ton of calls from Indiana, but if I'm in southeastern Michigan, that's kind of a problem. Came to the conclusion, one, I want a proven return on my money. And then once I get a proven return on my money, I want to make my money stretch as far as it can possibly stretch. I don't think there's a third goal. I think it's really that simple. I think there's two goals. And even now that we work with huge groups, it's really the same thing. That second goal is really what everybody's struggling with. It doesn't matter if they've got hundreds of locations or a single location. And I call this the chief marketing officer's objective. So I'll go into these very fancy meetings and I say, look, I don't mean to be blunt here, but to me, a chief marketing officer has one main job, which is to stretch the money that the marketing is making. Yes, ad selection is important, the creative is important, of course, but what's the goal with all of that? Our version of conversion is unqualified lead. The academic definition of conversion is a phone call or a form fill together. But it's kind of this thing that I realized was sold as a qualitative metric, but it's really a quantitative metric.